do you get a lot of comments about people remarking about your physique and stuff in public in Canada? I wonder if it's an American cultural thing because I can't go anywhere without someone just freaking bugging me about where do I work out or making a joke about my arms.
Welcome to the Jujitoine podcast number 2. Jujitoine cast, Jujicast, Antoine cast one, Jujitoine cast one, episode 2. Whatever.
Jujitoine 10 to save 10% on Jujitoine Jujitoine cast.
5%er.
God, no.
No.
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
Yes, actually, sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, we're
living the dream, right, babe?
Yeah, right, babe. We're part of the 5% of the population for sure. We're probably part of the 0.05%.
Oh yeah, I think people
Just
take hypermuscular people for granted in that respect, thinking just because their feed is filled with them, these people are everywhere. I don't fucking see them. I go out in public.
No.
The only places I see large people is when I fucking go to them.
Yeah, exactly. I see them a lot every day at the gym, but it's like everybody in the area goes there. So as soon as you step off the gym, unless you're crossing one of the members somewhere at a grocery store, you're not going to see anybody.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of comments about people remarking about your physique and stuff in public in Canada? I wonder if it's an American cultural thing because I can't go anywhere without someone just freaking bugging me about where do I work out or making a joke about my arms or making a joke about what I eat or making a joke about, most of the time it's joking, or sometimes they just come to me and they're like almost like I'm a preacher, like a priest, like, oh, I've been trying to get back into working out and I just you know those guys.
Yeah. They come up to you and they start telling excuses. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, it's like my existence shouldn't make you fucking feel guilty for not going to the gym, dude. Like, who cares? I'm not judging you.
Yeah, I've had that a lot. They come to me and, oh yeah, I could be like that, but then they start talking. I'm
Yeah,
like,
or hey, I was working out a lot back in January, but I don't know, man. Like, you got any tips?
yeah. Then in my head, I'm like, I just want to buy aspirin. Leave me alone.
Yeah, just want to buy aspirin. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
Delivery truck people,
Oh
people at
yeah.
grocery store, cashiers. God, you name it, it's everyone. But
No, it's funny because there's this one guy that I don't mind that he does it. It's an Uber driver, and for some reason, I got him twice. It's some guy. He has a really thick African accent, Nigerian something. Happy black guy. He comes in. I don't know what he says, but he always says these jokes. But because of his accent and how fucking jovial he is, I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Thanks,
it,
man.
you can't even understand them. You're just like, yeah, I
Yeah.
still think it's funny.
Oh yeah. It's funny. And sometimes like Indian guys, Uber drivers, I don't mind because it's like such a short interaction because they have to go.
Yeah.
It's like I don't mind those, but sometimes it's like, yeah, it's like if you're waiting in line somewhere or the grocery store and or you're just like in, I don't like those interactions. But you know what? You're just for your question in the USA, in America, people will be like more like they will react more to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they will. And in Canada, some people will do, but it will be mostly like guys sometimes. But in the US, I remember like black women, they will
Oh,
react to
yeah.
muscle and they'll be so happy.
But
They
they're the
will
fun
comment
ones.
and
Yeah.
or just black people in general. They're like in America, they're like super expressive and they will react and comment and compliment more. And but in Canada, not as much.
Yeah. I think
Canada,
it
yeah.
depends on the state in the US too. You've probably noticed Las Vegas, god damn, dude. Like, I can't, that city's the worst. And well, if this is a negative thing,
Yeah.
if you really like the attention and you like being stopped everywhere you go, even if people don't know who you are online, Las Vegas is great if you're a hypermuscular dude because, well, or negative for us because it's like I walked into a gas station, I had to pee really bad. I'm like, it was like everybody in the gas station is just fucking yelling at me like drunk people. It's like they're what is it? Alcohol lowers your inhibitions. I think just
Yeah,
existing in Las Vegas lowers your inhibitions by default, even if you're not drinking. So everyone's just like saying whatever's on their mind everywhere. And, I walk around and they're just like, fuck, dude. It's like, yeah, I
yeah.
haven't heard
I
that
guess
one.
Vegas is like lowers inhibition in itself
I think it does. I see.
from all the
That's why
movies. And, yeah,
I had to ask you this because you're way bigger than me. You're like 40 pounds heavier than me. So goddamn, that must be crazy for you, you know?
yeah. But you know what? For some reason around here, I don't. Maybe a little bit, but it's not that much. I remember like it's more when I travel in the US, people are just louder and more. And because the thing is, in the US, I think the mentality bigger is better is very American. Even the soft drinks like at the restaurants or the convenience store, they're huge. A large or in the US is like a triple X large here. We don't even have like sizes that you guys have, like as far as drinks and food sizes. So I think maybe that's why they're really impressed and like, oh wow, he's big, he's successful. He succeeded in something because he's big. In Canada, it's more like, oh, what's wrong with this guy or something? Like
It's probably even
well,
more so like that in Europe. I feel like you've been to Europe before, of course.
yeah.
Yeah, Canada is like a halfway mark in terms of volume level uh,
Mm,
of a population. Americans are loud, annoying, obnoxious. Canadians are halfway between that, and Europeans, which are more respectful and courteous and quiet, and sometimes too shy for their own good.
yeah, you went to FIBO before, right? Like when people the Germans they line up to take a picture, they'll line up like on a straight line, and they just wait there with their phone or their cameras, and they're just like straight, and they're waiting there. They don't talk to each other. They're just waiting,
Oh my
and then
God, no, I
they
haven't
come to
seen
you.
that.
They're like, "Can I
No,
make a photo? Make a photo."
this is great. I love this. I know I've never been to FIBO yet. I've heard it
Oh
was
well, they do that. They will do that. They will line up respectfully and wait for their time. They'll say what they need to say really briefly and politely and like very straightforward without two ups and downs, and they will leave for the next person. And then you go to fucking Brazil, you'll get mobbed.
wow.
Frank got his hat stolen. People were pulling on his clothes, got his hat stolen. People would take pictures without asking. It's like total opposite of like Europe. So that's it's just funny to see it like that, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Culture. Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting. So, which one do you prefer to go to an expo for?
Oh, I think Europe was better than Brazil. Brazil was just there was too much shit going around. It's like
Yeah,
people. First of all, I don't understand how, like most of them, and it's just they loud and they're very like physical. It's like they're a country where like they give hugs. It's just they will grab you without asking, and they'll just it's just normal for them, right?
yeah.
In Europe, you won't see anybody touching each other, like like nothing in an
Huh.
expo like that. They won't come and grab your arm for no reason. In Brazil, they'll just come and just like grab your arm and just like compliment you and whatever. Like it's just weird.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. Brazil was fun, but I think Europe was more like manageable.
I remember when one of your sponsors, I think it was Universal, back maybe less than 10 years ago, around 10 years ago, sent you to Brazil, like right at the heart of one of your
My
preps
preps.
for, yeah,
Yes.
for one of your important shows. Like it
Toronto
was
Pro
really,
2013. Was my
yeah,
first show, first pro show.
first pro show, really close to the show, and they fucking sent you over there. I was just thinking, what in the hell?
Dude, I said yes. I had no idea what was going on.
Just can't believe how beautiful the scenery is around here. It's just breathtaking, honestly. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Oh, hey, Antoine Camp. Just an amazing view. Weather is perfect. Just beautiful, beautiful.
Jesus Christ. There he is.
Idolized. Like
God,
I was like partying so much too back then. So when I would go for a trip with Universal, I would stop partying. I would be in withdrawal for 3 days, the first part of the trip, try to do the things they want me to do. Then I started to feel okay. And then go back home and start over again. But it was like the start of like, oh wow, I can't control my home fucking behaviors and stuff. So yeah, that prep wasn't good. That's why I did that video with the Toronto Pro Show with Frank McGrath, because I was like, I know I'm not in shape. I party too much, and I thought because I signed the show, I had to do it. But I could have pulled out for real. It's just now that I know that, I could have signed and pulled out, but I just because there's a thing in the contract when you sign for a pro card. If you sign and then you cancel your show, you can be disqualified for a whole year, and then you pay like $5,000 or something.
Seriously?
Yeah, so you don't just sign and pull out like 2 days out with people that promote it, whatever, right? But that's not like you can get out of it. Like, oh, I'm not feeling good, I'll pull out. Like when I tore my bicep, I was afraid of that because I had this fucker. No, I messaged him. Oh, I tore my bicep.
Yeah.
Echo Pete. Oh, sorry about that. Whatever. It's
So
okay.
do you think those penalties are mainly because a lot of the bodybuilding organization is revolved around promotion, and they want to, if they're promoting an athlete and they pull out, it's kind of bad for the showing and bad for the
Yeah.
organization.
So
They're
for
like,
example,
no, don't do that again, you know?
yeah, if you're just like if it's somebody that's not famous, whatever. But if, for example, Nick Walker says he's doing like the Arnold and pulls out last minute, it's like doesn't look good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. But yeah, so I was like middle of my prep, but I was also like in withdrawals and I was eating like literally like zero carbs. I was trying to eat zero carbs, but sometimes you wouldn't have good food. I would eat like herring in a can. It's for like my protein source. And like
Hey, I'm okay with that.
yeah, and sardines. Yeah, you would be fine with it. But I was not losing weight for some reason back then.
Oh,
And then Frank was eating Snickers. He was eating his meals. He was eating whatever he could. He was losing weight. So I told him like eat a bunch of Snickers. He would eat Snickers and still lose weight. He gets traded for the show.
it's Frank
I
though.
couldn't lose weight.
It's
Huh?
Frank. Frank's a freak.
I know he is a freak. Yeah, he did really well that year. It's and that's why I did that video that I don't remember how I called it, but hooked
I
up with
remember it.
Frank.
It was like 3 parts, right?
Yeah, 3 parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was people still talking about that video. So I was like, you know, if I'm not gonna do well this show, at least I'll do something positive and good. I'll make a good video.
Yeah.
So I did. It was the first video of that kind back then, as a from the pros' perspective, backstage and everything, the whole process. So
Yeah, that might have been why that video clicked well, because that type of video was not really common back then.
no,
And
I wasn't.
shit, you were doing fitness vlogs, training vlogs, like before vlogs were a thing, I think,
I
back in
know.
2010 to 2013.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
you're so old school.
Yeah. It's funny because people now they go in the gym with their we're just talking about that off camera, like in the gym with their cameras, they're filming the whole production. Back when I started, I would have to bring my camcorder with those little tapes, like almost like
Yep.
to the gym. I would be the only one ever the whole year, like during the whole year, I was the only one filming there, always with my
Yep.
camera. And I had this old school tripod, or at some point I would ask Nicky Boy to film me or whatever, right? Or Nitro Gym, I would have the key, so I would just film myself. And then I would edit the video back home on this whatever program I could find for free online.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. There was nobody was filming beside me back then.
Yeah, I can remember knowing filmed at a gym, and I was actually kind of self-conscious to film at a gym. I remember being like worried what people would think of me. I was hiding my camera places where people couldn't see it. You know, I thought it was weird. And I was trying to find smaller cameras so I could hide in places,
Yeah.
because I was embarrassed to film myself. This is over
When
10 years ago.
when you're by yourself, that's very true. I remember that feeling. But if I was with a friend or two, it's way easier to just not care.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100% true. But also, I think since everyone does it now, it's so common. I don't remember the last time I've been into a gym where I didn't see a monopod sitting up somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't bother me that much, I guess. I do wonder what they're filming sometimes, though.
Oh, there's people at the gym, Juji. they're filming this one guy.
It's like really
This-
boring exercises.
No, this one guy, he films you. I don't think this. I don't see him anymore. But it was filming all of his sets.
See, why? What the fuck?
No, I have no
Why?
idea. I have no idea what he would do. All his training, he would film everything. Everything. I don't know why. He didn't look like an influencer. He was a big buff guy, like
Mhm.
old school kind of looking almost, with a hoodie on. Like he wasn't a tank top or anything. He was just filming his set. It was pretty strong, but like not like outstanding
Yeah.
strong. And then he would film all his set. And then
Well,
I should maybe look at his Instagram, maybe where he posts stuff. Or maybe it's just like he goes home and he studies his movements.
no, no one's doing that. No one's fucking looking at
No,
what.
unless
What
they're
do you
like
need to study? What do you need to study on a leg extension, a lat pull down, even a deadlift or a squat? What? I mean, those are such stupidly simple movements too. I get tired of people sitting there saying they're filming their technique. Fuck off. You know what I mean? This isn't like an acrobatic skill, for God's sake. This isn't gymnastics. This is up and down motion, man. What are you looking for? Did you lose
Oh, I'm trying to put my chair up.
your chair?
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do actually. Instead of bringing my chair up, I am going to.
bring the desk down.
There we go. That's good because I want to be more equal. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know what we're saying, but that guy filming, yeah, the leg extension filming the movement. Yeah, nobody.
No, Antoine, wait. I got it. It's funny. He's gonna take that footage home. He's gonna stick it on the timeline of a Premiere profile or whatever editing app he's using. It's on the computer. You can imagine like
Yeah.
45 minutes of leg
Yeah.
extensions and like
Yeah.
hamstring curls and stuff. And he's gonna look for they all look the same. He's gonna find the best out of all of them. He's gonna look through his entire workout and find the best few reps to use. as if they're fucking different.
To post.
What a waste of to post.
And then he's gonna be about to post it. He'll be too self-conscious. He'll save it as a draft.
He'll sit on it for 3 weeks and then the honeymoon phase for that workout will be over with and he'll just delete the file.
Exactly.
God, what a waste.
That's funny. Yeah. And this other girl too at the gym. She wears like the tiniest top. And I'll just say she doesn't have the typical body that girls have when they wear that stuff. I'll just say that when they wear that.
Yeah.
And she just films a lot of her stuff. Almost as much as the other guy. And I'm like, where is this going? Like, but I'm guessing the Instagram because she's wearing like little clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so strange. I'm like, and then or I see people who have like normal jobs, and then they go in the gym and they film themselves, put on Instagram. Is it like a hobby or do they like in my head? I'm like, you don't have to do that. In my head, you already have the other job, right? We have to post because of our job, right? We have to make posts and have a presence online because it's part of our job.
I love workouts where I don't film. I just feel like it's so much easier. It's just when you're not having to sit there and stick around with a fucking camera and move shit around and think about that in between. It's like it's so much easier. So I feel like I'm cheating on my diet when I don't film workouts sometimes. It's just that's the feeling I get. Like it feels too good. Like I'm enjoying it too much. It's just just like it's an indulgence not to fucking have to do that. Yeah, because when it's your job, it's like every time you train, you're like, well, I'm fresh enough to film something. I better think of something. So let me hook up the bug zapper to the low row and scream a lot today.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know that's one of those thoughts. I was at the end of a chest workout. I was like, this dumb thing pop into my head. I got to do it.
Yeah.
Today
I only filmed during my workout. It was just this to do like just for a post for Flag Nor Fell. Yeah. And I filmed this actually because I don't know, I might do a post of like, hey, have you guys did body ham curls lately? Like who's still doing those? Are they called Nordic curls? And try to get some, I don't know, maybe I'll just do a story But
Can other bodybuilders actually do that movement, the glute ham
I'm not
raise?
sure. But the way I'm doing it is a little bit easy because look at my knees and my thighs on the
Yeah.
pad. It's a bit easier like that. There's another one. It's actually a real like Nordic curl.
I don't think I could do a real Nordic curl, like a real legit one. I don't think I can actually do it.
Yeah, where the knees are aligned with like.
I think they're the ones where you're on the ground or
Oh,
something. Yeah. People have been shocked. I think I've done it. They're like, I couldn't do it. I tried it. They're like, how come you can't do it? And it's like, I don't know, because it's like a fuck ton of mass right here that doesn't do anything. That's like levered this far out from the fulcrum point that has to do that motion.
I
It's like,
know. But the ones I was doing, you could do them.
jeez. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
probably I haven't done glute ham raises in a while. That was my bread and butter up until about 6 months ago. I think that seated ham curl, like, it's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Seated
I
is so
started doing
good.
them. I started doing them last week because I made my clients do it. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. Because with hamstrings, my hamstrings are pretty strong. I can like
Your
do like,
hamstrings are fucking huge.
yeah, I can do like all the machines, the whole stacks, and I can just like. Then I'm like, hey, I want to do something that's harder a little bit for my hamstrings. Like, then repping those is pretty hard if you keep it strict, and there's different ways to make it harder.
Yeah.
Like I did the easier version right now, but there's another machine where there's like a pad that like helps you, like pushes you up. But if you
Hmm.
remove the pad, it's a more unforgiving angle than the one I just showed you. So I started
Yeah.
doing like Nordic curls or whatever, like um glute ham raises and stuff. And I really like it because it's a hard movement for the hamstring for me. Running out
Yeah.
of time.
I think
Plus,
doing it this far out from your show is probably good too. As you get closer, you'll hit those machines more, I'm guessing.
then we had like questions last time. We said we were like continue, and we didn't so far. We just talked because whatever.
Oh, probably what they want to listen to anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Um, this one you can answer probably. Jujimufu, mufu. Is it hard for you to stay lean with your caloric intake? Are you naturally lean? What is your version of getting fat?
No, I'm not naturally lean. Well, actually, I am naturally lean, but I'm not naturally.
Oh,
I mean, come on. It's like, no, I mean, my genetics are good for leanness, but also, like, as you know,
I
I
think
don't have a cheat on
naturally,
my diet. It's like 25 years of eating clean. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I have really good appetite. I've built it up. I've never crashed or fucked around with it. I eat like 6,000 calories a day, and my body weight's not increasing, which isn't actually what I want. I mean, what I don't want to increase my body weight. I'm happy where I'm at, man. I'm pretty
Yeah.
good. But my body wants to get bigger. It's funny. It's such a weird place to be. I've never been in a situation like this where like I'm trying to keep it from growing. I know that sounds ridiculous to a pro bodybuilder or any bodybuilder or pretty much anyone listening. Is like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Let it grow. I'm like, I got other goals I want to do, but it is still pretty
I
cool. My
think it's
body.
just all these years of bodybuilding training you're doing are just catching up to you. You're just gonna keep the mass now. It's like Chris Tuttle. He doesn't train as often. He stays pretty fucking jacked, to be honest. He's very
Yeah.
complete for a non-bodybuilder guy. Very complete. And I think for you, like you're not, maybe you are naturally lean, or you have a good tendency to be lean, but I think you're just naturally you have always moved around every day
I
in your
do.
life.
Yeah, I do. That's actually the part about bodybuilding prep I hate the most is the lack of energy. You can't do as many things.
Yeah, very true. And I have a question for you actually. When is the time in your life you were the least active? Is school?
Oh my God. I mean, well, since I've been an athlete, I've always been active. I guess I was like in middle school. So I guess when I got into high school, that was it, man. I was just like doing all sorts of stuff all the time.
Was it when you were a
Um,
kid, maybe?
Probably, yeah, yeah. When I was a kid, I guess in terms of like since I've been a competent athlete, probably 2013 to 15 or so. I can remember not doing almost anything outside of like a 2 hour lunch break workout. Like I go out and work out really fucking hard, but I didn't do a morning session and I didn't do an evening session. It was just that one workout in the middle of the day. And I would sit in my office at work all the time. I just sit down all day long. So that was pretty inactive. Other than that, I've been moving around a lot.
which is pretty funny because your least active moment of your life is 2 hour hardcore rushed workouts during dinner time. You know,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
which is funny.
If you only
Yeah,
work out for 2 hours a day, I mean, that was 2015. I mean, I was in good shape back then. If you only work out 2 hours a day, you don't take the energy out from other places, you're gonna have pretty good workouts.
good workouts for sure. Was it
Yeah.
outside and stuff? Would you would load up your car with equipment?
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking terrifying. How hot it was out there.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was like there for a couple
Oh,
of workouts. Sure.
you did good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Um, we should do that again one time, just for the fuck of it.
Load up my car full of shit and go out in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere and
go in the
fucking
field and just train. Yeah,
yeah, let's do it.
yeah. You know what I've been liking lately? I've been liking these weird hammer swings.
I saw you do those the other day. I do those every morning for just 2 sets of 10.
Yeah, with the shoulder rock. But
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of it because you probably do the 360 and the one that you go like just like that. But
Yeah.
there's the archer, there's the whatever the golf thing. I was going Google. There's a bunch of them that are kind of cool.
Do you need a different type of hammer to do those? No,
No,
I could do it with mine.
yeah, the shoulder rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, so just type mace swing training or mace swing workouts or mace swing techniques or mace flow.
Mace flow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you start doing that, you're probably gonna be really good, like faster than me. Because
See,
I play like a little bit at the gym for warming up for my workouts with a 15-pound hammer. And here sometimes in the kitchen, I have a 25-pound hammer that I use. But
yeah, 25 pounds is heavy.
yeah, and I got a 35-pound right here. You want to see them right now?
Sure, yeah.
25 pounds. Where's my 35?
You can see Antoine's legs as he walks away, how fucking huge they are. He's just, when people listen to this, you should see his legs in person. They're just ridiculous how big they are, especially when he sits down and you see him from the side. It's so stupid. I'm talking to the viewers.
Yeah.
I'm telling them how stupidly big your legs are from the side in person when you look at you sitting in a chair. It's just like it's like the tallest fucking sandwich you can imagine in your life. Antoine's legs are huge. Okay. Yeah. There's an example of a body part that just grows at the expense of other body parts.
Yeah, exactly. If I train him too hard, they will like steal all the recovery points from my upper body.
Yeah.
So this is 25 pounds.
35?
25.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're moving that around pretty easily for something that heavy. Wow, it's got your name on it.
Yeah.
Sick. It's got your logo and everything. That looks great.
I know it's the guy's called Primitive Fit. He's the guy from Saskatchewan, actually Canadian. You can make those. And if you use code AV, you save some money if you want to make your own. And he sells mine with the logo too if you want them. So
yeah. Is that another one he makes?
35 pounds.
Nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I got you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever wore a heart rate monitor while you use those? They'll get your heart rate up, man.
For sure. Right now, we go up.
Yeah, I've done cardio and then done that as part of it before, and my heart rate will jump up pretty good when I do the hammer shit.
Oh, for sure it does.
So it kind of counts.
83 right now. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, 35 pounds. It's pretty good quality too. Look the leather. See that?
Yeah, it looks really good. It's well made.
Oh.
Are you stretching with it now? Yeah.
It's called the Archer. You can swing it around and do that. Oh yeah, you should check it out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like those. Those are nice. Those are very elegant.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Where can they get it? Where can you get it? Where can you get it? What website?
PrimitiveFit.com.
Primitivefit.com.
I'll send it to you if you want. The only thing is that because the Canadian, if you want to get some, you have to pay customs, right?
Not in the US, I don't think.
No, but it's a Canadian website.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember last time I paid a customs fee.
Well, it's pretty cool because you could send him your logo And I'm
Yeah.
sure you could give you a deal if you promote it, of course. But
Oh, yeah.
it wouldn't be free, but whatever, right? Hey, we got less than a minute.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think so. So,
All right.
why don't we? That's. Is it going to
Thanks
cut
for
it?
watching. Thanks for listening, guys.
Make sure,
AMA,
yeah, hit the thumbs up button.
IFBB,
Subscribe.
AMA.org. Check it out. Gigi, I'll see you on WhatsApp in a second.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye bye.